Welcome to the Powerlifting and Power Ballads podcast, where we bring you a weekly dose of powerlifting news, tips, and training advice with a touch of 80s rock ballads. This podcast is presented by Team Roar Powerlifting, your source of the most comprehensive coaching and meet day preparation. Here are your hosts, Josh Rohr and Laura Sturm.
Welcome to episode 179. How are you, Josh Rohr?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
It's karaoke song time.
Karaoke song time. It's time to talk about karaoke songs.
We've been talking about it for a while. We're finally going to start. So the list or the Google form is up finally to enter your list of songs. And I'm not hyping it very well, but here's the deal. It has to be a song you would sing or have sang or have sang in the shower, right? That's the rules we said. We just kind of made up, but that's what we're going to go with.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you can find the Google form, the link in our bio will have it. We'll also be posting it on our Facebook and Instagram stories. You'll have until August 10th to submit that. So we have some time. And the reason I chose August 10th is because Gino's coming into town for the Trueborn Knockout meet. He's announcing. But he actually is coming in a day early, and he's just going to stay at the house with us and hang out. So I will get his top 5 karaoke songs firsthand. And,
nice.
And, I may even have to figure out what we want to do with his list. If we want to keep it anonymous or just put that out there as the Gino standard and then everybody else. So he wouldn't be in the tournament. He would just be the, I don't know.
Well, while he's there, and you have podcasting equipment for audio and stuff, I think you should just put these songs on and have him karaoke it.
That's true. We could do that.
Just for, funsies.
Yeah. We could do that.
Oh, nice. All right. So what if somebody says, well, I don't sing karaoke. I don't do that.
Well, then you don't get to submit a list.
Oh, no, you're supposed to say, all right, so bring out your inner karaoke singer. You don't have to sing it publicly. You can sing it in the shower.
All right, I need you to convince me to allow non-karaoke singers to submit karaoke songs. I'm not convinced.
You're not convinced. Well, I mean, there are some people that just won't get up in front of a group to sing karaoke whatsoever.
That's true.
Yeah. And given the atmosphere and where I'm at, I don't know that I would either, but
that's BS. You've done it.
No, I have done it, but there's places that I've gone where they're doing karaoke and I'm like, they're taking it way too seriously and I'm not going to sing because I'm not, talented in any way. I just
okay. Let's put it this way. Put it this way. You have to be willing to sing a karaoke song immediately following me. The bar is pretty low.
Oh, okay. So as long as we're in a, small venue with only friends, and Josh has already gone and primed the pump for awfulness but with enthusiasm.
Of course.
Then you would sing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think that would bring out anybody pretty much almost.
Yeah. Like you can't do worse.
Can't do worse.
All right. So anyway, submit that. So we're going to ask for your top 5 karaoke songs. I think we'll ask where you sang that song in the past. Shower.
What if you're just dreaming of it and you want to at some point, but you haven't done it?
Then that would be an option. It's going to be an open end. It'll be an open, like it's not going to be a multiple choice where you've sang. It'll be, you can write wherever.
Okay. All right.
And then, defend why that is a top 5 karaoke song.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of homework. That's why we're giving everybody about 3 weeks here.
Extra time.
Yeah. So start thinking, have reasons, and we will see what we come up with.
Okay. I mean, this will either get crickets or we'll get record number of participation. So
we'll see. We will see. We also don't know what the prize is yet. I haven't actually thought about it. What should we do for a
Hmm.
prize? How about this? Are there any listeners that have a small business that want to donate something for the prize of this?
Hmm.
And it could be something small. We could take like a free t-shirt or free lanyard or whatever you have. I don't know. From multiple companies. We'll publicize all of you and give it out to the winner. Let's do that. It's less work for me.
Okay, deal.
So put it this way, the winner of this tournament is in the hands of the listeners. The prize for the winner of the tournament is
Okay,
in the hands of the listeners.
okay.
It might be
Uh,
nothing.
I have our business, Executive Arbor Tree Care. There's my plug. Um, we have really nice baseball hats that we give out to customers and
All right.
diesel bros. Did you not get a diesel bro hat? You
I
don't
did
wear
not.
hats though.
I don't wear hats, but
Yeah.
I have a few down here. I have I I have a Maryland dad hat. Um, Josh Jr. got that for me.
Nice, nice.
Yep. I have an Argentina hat. Our previous au pair got that for me
Mm.
from she was from Argentina. And I think I have a Bahamas hat somewhere from when I took a cruise there. I bought it because I wanted to get some sort of souvenir, but I've never worn it once and I have no idea where it is. So,
Mm. There you
but
go.
the other ones I have displayed in the basement. So if I get an Executive Arbor hat, I would put it down in the basement.
Display it in the basement.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. Well, the winner can have a Executive Arbor hat.
All right. So bare minimum, you get an Executive Arbor hat. All right. That's worth it.
It's a high quality baseball cap because Dan Sturm does not do
Yeah,
shitty ones.
he's pretty bougie with like t-shirts and hats.
Yeah, he is for
Like
sure.
I had to make so we have the white Team Roar spotter loader shirts, and obviously he got voluntold a lot that he had to spot and load by you. Um, but he kept bitching about the shirts, so finally I made him his own like tri-blend spotter shirt. Uh, I made like a bunch of them but he's the only one that ever got them because he wouldn't wear the regular cotton one anymore. So that was the only way that he would spot and load is if he had a tri-blend. So
Nice.
fun trivia. Who's the only person to have a tri-blend spotter shirt from Team Roar?
Hmm,
Dan Sturm.
Dan Sturm. There you go.
Yeah.
I wonder if he still has it. I'll have to find out.
I mean, I've given him multiple, so he
So he
probably should
better
have at
have it,
least
is what
one.
you're saying.
Yeah.
At least one.
Yeah.
All
If
right.
not, whatever.
Well, let's talk powerlifting. What
All
happened
right.
this last week?
Well, we nothing happened this past week.
Oh,
But this coming weekend, Southern Regionals, so it's the last regional meet of the season. So the last regional pro meet, I guess. But basically the numbers to beat to get into the top 10. The Raw, we announced those a couple weeks ago. Those actually have not changed. None of the regional meets affected the top 10. But the equipped, because equipped nationals just happened, has changed quite a bit. So, real quick, the numbers to get into the top 10 if you're competing at regionals this weekend in the Raw division. If you're lifted in the male division, Anthony Bilal has a 532. Sam Calhoun has a 525. That's the open. In the Masters, Jay Thompson has a 477 and Rachel Paveglio has a 447. So that will get you into the finals for the time being if you exceed that. In the equipped division, top five in the men's, it's Vincent Huerta has a 553. Katie Dodge is at 522. Mark Daniel in the Masters is at 481. And in the female Masters, Amy Pancake is at 510. So,
nice.
Yeah. So again, the Raw division, you have to be top 10 on the leaderboard. Equipped division, you got to be top five. So those are the cutoff points for the finals as of now. Good luck, everybody, this weekend.
Nice. I wonder if we'll see any shifting.
I don't know. I haven't looked at the roster, so I don't know who's
Hmm.
who's there. A lot of people are close though. So like I feel like some of the lifters from regionals will make the final because again, that's if every single person accepts. I think there's a couple people that are like that lifted at regionals. One of the regions that there's a couple lifters that are like number 11 or number 6 in the equipped division. So they're like right on the bubble. So if one
Right.
person declines, they'd be in.
Okay.
So yeah, so there's no, I mean, the only way to guarantee you're in is if you know, are top 10 or top five.
Right.
Yep. Also speaking of regionals, it was announced basically like a couple hours after we recorded last week that they are realigning regionals for 2025. So currently there's 8 regions, and starting in 2025, there's down to 5 regions. So it's going to be a lot more competitive,
Mhm.
which I think is awesome. And there's also qualifying totals. So it used to be you just had to have a total to do regionals. Now there's actually legit qualifying totals you have to meet for each weight class and division to even go.
Mm, nice.
So it's gonna be pretty cool, pretty competitive. So just as an example, the realignment with the Southeast region, um, which it was Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina were Southeast region before. It's those same states plus Kentucky, Virginia, West Virginia, and Mississippi. So it's just expanded, which is
Okay.
cool. Which I always,
Yeah.
I always, I always thought Mississippi should have been in the Southeast anyway. The other ones, you know, yay or nay, but there's some good lifters in Mississippi, and there's some really good lifters in Virginia. So it's going to be interesting
Mm,
to see how much more competitive Southeast regionals are now.
mm. So did they look at like how competitive each region was to decide how to make those new
Yeah,
regions?
they were looking at like total number of lifters, and then like how many lifters are actively competing, and kind of, I mean, obviously it's not perfect. There's no way to make it exactly right, but you
Right.
also got to look at geography. So they looked at all of that and realigned it to try to make it where it made sense, and I think it's
Mhm.
pretty close. I'm still
All
going to
right.
say Southeast is going to be the most competitive region just because that's where I'm from. So,
Of course.
yeah.
All right. Well, cool.
But
That'll be interesting to see how that plays out next year.
yep.
All right. So we have a powerlifting situation. Here you go, Joshua. You have a moderate intensity squat workout, and your training partner's hitting their top singles before their meet. You only have one serving of pre-workout left, and your training partner says, "Oh man, I forgot my pre-workout. Can I have yours?" What do you do?
I give it to him. I mean, one, if I have a moderate day and I can't get through it without pre-workout one time, uh, I have an addiction. And also like on the flip, if it was the other way around and like, I had my heaviest workout and I forgot my pre-workout, assuming I used pre-workout, like I would definitely ask. And if they said no, I'd be like, well, that sucks. But at the end of the day, I think either one of these people should be able to get through without it. But the last heavy workout, you always want that to go well.
Yeah.
So, if my workout goes shitty today, like, whatever. But the last heavy day, if it goes shitty, that leaves a little bit of doubt in your mind
Mm,
going into the meet. So I would definitely give
right.
it to them.
Yeah, I agree.
We've gotten all kinds of responses on social media. Like my favorite so far is I would look the person square in the eye, take the dry scoop, dump it in my mouth, and chase it with water without breaking eye contact. It's been like that, plus like all
Oh,
kinds of just other far extremes. Like,
that's funny.
but I mean, this is just like to me kind of a no brainer. It's just like just give them the scoop, like, or go to a freaking gas station and get a Monster or something. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
this is not the end of the world.
go over to Starbucks or whatever your local coffee shop is and get you know, 2 shots of espresso. Hey, 3 if you're feeling randy. But
Yeah.
you know,
If you're feeling randy,
I mean,
that's always been a funny expression.
yeah, well, coffee is the best pre-workout to me. I've never really taken much of anything else. So,
Yeah.
except for BC powder. Um,
That's not a pre-work. I mean,
it's
it's a
my
pre-workout if you
pre-workout.
have a headache.
Uh, like lifting would always give me a tension headache. Um,
Yeah.
it would make my jaw and my head feel like it was going to explode. So I would just do some BC powder, which is basically caffeine. Um, and yeah, and move
Hmm.
on. Here's
There
my
you have
tip. And you can like do that one dry and chase it down and look
Yeah,
like a badass.
I've done that. I had a real bad headache one time and you gave me some. That stuff tasted nasty doing it that way though.
It is nasty, but
Yeah, but it worked.
it does. It works. It opens up your vasodilation, right?
Yeah. I don't know what it does, honestly. That sounds right.
Opens things up, makes blood flow, and it takes your headache away. And then pumps you up like Arnold.
Great. We're gonna have a whole bunch of people like getting hopped up on BC powder.
Yes.
Is the next trend.
Yeah. All right. So I have a new lifter tip for you.
What do you got?
Consistency over time is key to long-term gains. Time takes time. Patience, grasshopper.
Well, you can speed that up with some BC powder.
Or you could be like Superman and fly backwards around the world a lot of times.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like everybody wants to get to where they want to be right now, and it doesn't work that way.
Yeah. And perspective is everything too, right? Like when you look back over a few years, what you used to do, you might be like, whoa, I remember when I hit that and I was so excited. And now that's like my warm-up weight, like perspective.
Yeah, that's a big thing I need to do better at with keeping everybody tracking of those things, because like even now, like there's lifters that are just like, man, I've been stuck here at this weight for forever, and maybe it's been a couple months, right? And like a year ago, they were doing 80% of that as a competition max, and like they forget about that. That in a year they've gone so far,
Yeah.
You know who you are if you're listening.
Now I'm like, who are they?
Everybody.
Nice. You're just trying to make people think you're talking about them.
Yep, I am actually. Every single person on our team, I'm talking about you. Except for one.
And there you go, the Joshua mindfuck. Nice. All right, well, that's all I've got.
Yeah, that's all I got too. So get the songs in, top 5 karaoke songs. And if you want to donate to the prize pool for the winner, hit us up.
Yeah, it'd be cool to get like a swag bag for the winner.
Oh, actually, so I have a bag. So I have a whole bunch of bags. I just need stuff to put in them. So
all right. Now we have 2 items.
Yeah. There we go. We're rolling.
Boy. All right, Josh. Well, until next week.
Bye now.
You stole my line.
Yeah, well, you made me go first.
Wow. Bye now. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's episode of the Powerlifting and Power Ballads podcast, please remember to subscribe and share it with your friends.